All right, boys, we're going to get started here. We're doing a review of the Invite Grand Finals from this past season, Season 5. Froyotech versus Global Clan Ice. The maps were Process and Snakewater. Close match. Lots, I'm sure, to learn. I will see what kind of commentary I can give on my team's play and just the match as a whole. So here we start on Process. Our reasoning for picking this map was we figured more open mid means their soldiers are going to have a harder time pulling anything, dangerous off. So we were playing pretty slow for the most part, trying to take some roof control here. There goes Ash initiating, curves away. It's very common to see that. We get the first pick. That's usually what we're looking for against this team, is to just get that first pick and then work off that. Laz somehow kills Habib. I wonder if Habib didn't see him or just couldn't surf it, but once we get that first pick, we almost feel like the mids we're gonna win are it's like 90% of the time we get the first pick, we win the mid. So we always are kind of trying to be patient and find that first pick. They initiated first, so Yite charged into us. We get that kill. Waiting for Habib to spawn up, but it's gonna be even Uber, so now we're looking to see how we can break this. So we don't want to rush anything. Make sure everyone's healthy, everyone's buffed. Then we start peeking, looking for what we can do. So Eric is usually the guy to just be like, I'm going to go do something crazy just to get things in motion. It's very useful to have someone who plays like that, because otherwise the game might just be an endless stalemate. So I jump through to try to distract. Blaze jumps through to try to distract. Laz gets focus fired down by Habib, and Eric finds the kill. So now we have a pick. Now we're just slowly trying to see what kind of space we can get. Everyone's slowly going further and further forward. Blaze got behind into lobby. I guess they saw that, but in the meanwhile, they went back to chase him. We've taken over even more space. They pop first, which is good for us. We're waiting to counter pop here. We want to kill this med post-Uber. That should be our priority here, but I think that we were worried the scout might get some kills, so we end up just killing the scout. It's good if you ever have a worse Uber to do what that scout did, which is like, instead of just retreating and just waiting to get chased, instead try to go forward and force them to chase you so the rest of your team can survive, sort of a sacrifice play. And potentially you might even find some kills out of it. So with that scout pick, we're still going to try to bust our way in. We do find some space over here, but Alex quickly rotates over, so we don't want to commit. I think we just, tend to take it one point at a time. We get a pick, then we turn that into, either a way to force them or, scare them to run. We take a point, we repeat, just slowly and methodically, ideally. Unless we have a massive advantage, we're not trying to take too many crazy risks until we've stabilized first. So what we're trying to do now is trying to pressure from multiple doorways to see if we can, sack people in. So Ash is kind of isolated over here. We're trying to see if maybe we can force him out, pick him. There's sentry gun on the point. We do manage to spam it down, but it's a two-man sack for a sentry. Assuming they don't rebuild it, it's okay for us, because maybe we get our spawners back and they just give up on the sentry, and then our next sack is easier, which is in fact what they did. They end up having a sniper instead. And they didn't really counter sack anyone, kind of surprising. Usually you'd think maybe Laz would just go for it. Okay, now they're trying to build a sentry, but it's a bit late. It would be nice if we were already peeking, but I guess we're running the sniper, so it's another way to take it nice and slow. Sniper's over here. He gets body shot, then dies to a rocket, so we end up getting that pick. Their combo's playing relatively forward here. This medic is in a little bit of a dangerous spot because the sentry doesn't cover him. He actually gets body shot, so no one kept pressure onto Eric. So we get the med drop. We're trying to move fast. We want to move before their med spawns. That way they're not going to have any buffs. So Uber in through 4. Sentry gun goes down. And this happened a lot, was we just got a lot of cap time. I think Alex got forced into spawn a lot, so he wasn't really able to deny us, but yeah. Just bait the cap, force them out of spawn, kill the people that overextend, and then end it. So that's the first round. Feeling good so far. Let's see. I think, like I said, these matches were close, so we probably trade rounds a lot. Trying to get over here to pressure. Pretty good damage on Alex. He's actually down to like 20 health. So Laz bombs in, even though Alex was really weak. He really should have died there. I don't know why we had like no presence over here, and Habib gets isolated and dies. I'm not a fan of Habib like moving over this way unless we're meeting the enemy team. I usually prefer our heals to kind of remain in this area, because I would have had Laz die. I think that happened a few times where we let people like survive with low health. It was a bit of a struggle. Habib's peeking, he just commits. So Habib started off 0-5 apparently in this match. He was struggling to get kills and survive. There he just like rolled out. He went to roll out, but our heals were in lobby, so he may be better off just rolling out towards where our heals are, so he doesn't get isolated like that. So they're just gonna instantly try to two-man sack. Wait, not wait too much before Habib gets in or spawns. Alex was still in lobby, so we chased him down, try to pounce on that. I think Alex did have a tendency to get caught when they were two-man stacking, so that was a pick we were able to find pretty often. So we stacked this point with our entire team to deny those spawns. That way they're down 3. They're playing close, so what we really should do here is yeah, probably just take this exchange. We don't want to drop anyone. That's pretty bad. Now we've dropped 2 people. Literally the only play they can make there is to try to force people, but I don't know why Skis didn't flash Habib. I feel like that was a pretty obvious flash, because like they're literally soloing a scout. He can only shoot 1 person at a time, so you can basically flash everyone to avoid all the damage. Blaze dies. Ash is in nest. They're just rolling right now because Habib got dropped in that Uber, literally. That's why they were able to walk in through all these choke points with no concern. So, big consequences. They went for that exchange. It should be obvious to us that they're going to do that. Like, they have no other play. So, we shouldn't let them get that, that pick in the middle of that. I'm not sure how Eric died as well. I guess their spawners came in and killed him. So, Blaze here commits onto Alex, gets the pick. That's a worthy trade any day of the week, because no demo for them means high ground control for us. Look at Slemnish just on the roof. They're trying to isolate me. I don't want to commit to that fight. Try to jump away. We need to get height once again. I'd like to see Slemnish on roof. I think one of the big differences between like how I like to play... oh, he's actually hit some really nice arrows on me here. One of the big differences between how I play Scout and how Slemnish plays Scout is I think Slemnish isn't as like big on the high ground. Oh, I really liked this one. So I'm going to rewind this. This was a play that I was quite fond of. So here we got like 4 kills on mid and they're trying to retreat. We know it's just the demo in med. So what I do here is I just jump to completely cut off their exit. I don't even like care how much damage I do or whatever. But yeah, here I see it's just the demo in med. As long as I'm not one pipeable, I'm fine to go for this. So I just jump in and boom. At that point, the med is completely caught. I thought he would have died sooner, so I shot the demo. He actually kind of walked near me, but yeah, that's just out positioning them, I guess. So here I was trying to be sneaky since they just got a big spawn wave. I thought maybe since we're going back to cap mid, they might try to set up on second. So what I was looking for here was just like maybe someone would contest and I shoot them in the back. But they ended up not even peeking, which means they're giving us full ad to push last. So we actually liked pushing through 1 a lot more, I believe, in this match. We go and spam the sentry down first. That's a huge help. If you have a big ad, you should always shoot the sentry down. So we just pop in through 1. We get a lot more space this way, I think. Habib bombs forward once again. What we really need is a soldier in through 5. When I watched this, I was like, the missing piece is we need a collapse from this angle. If we could get that timing perfect, then that push would be a lot stronger. But thankfully, you know, everyone lived and we still managed to just corral them in the corner and just get cap time. So it worked out. 1-2. First half going okay so far. Basically, it's just mid to last for us. But, you know, a couple basic, like, sack plays or whatever. So I actually tucked myself into IT. I see Alex there standing still for a bow. I like to test that. Maybe I get the rocket off before he gets arrowed. So this is kind of an awkward mid because we've rotated all the way over here. They were diving for Habib, and luckily I was able to get the kills. So they've reacted to losing everyone. They're trying to retreat. They get caught in once again. So 404 just does a kill bind. We get the mid. So the thing there was that 3 of them were back here and 3 of them are right here. So we were able to just quickly get those kills before the rest of the team was able to like get involved in that. So they were a bit out of sync, it seems like. So we once again have massive ad. I'm just telling my team, you know, wait for us to get there so we don't rush it. We can afford to get everyone buffed. We might have enough time to spam a sentry down, but we might just go for it. The points trapped. This would be good information because if we know the points trapped, then we know none of the other choke points are trapped, which could potentially let us walk in for free. Assuming, you know, the sniper doesn't have a sightline on us. But it looks like we're prepping for the 1 push once again. There it is. We pop right in. Trying to cross the other side. Habib bombs. Gets up onto 404. See, this is it. Right here. If we had a soldier coming in, boom. Instantly dead med right there. So, that's one of the potential missing pieces. Eric just danced on the point. I'm surprised. They were, I think, still 6 up there. But they were unable to block the point. So, something was certainly missing from their defense. Even if it was just like a soldier bombing the cap, it probably would have made a big difference in that first half. Because we just won rounds off of standing on the point. It's kind of basic shit. But 3-1 first half, going into the second half. He'd rather kill himself than allow himself to be captured. Basically, because his death is inevitable, that medic that's caught in. So he's better off just getting the soonest respawn wave he can. It can actually be strategic to delay killing someone in order to remove them from the next fight as well. So, this is interesting. We're like all spread out across the mid and they're kind of doing the same. Laz is so fucking weak, but their heals are really passive. We really need to be taking advantage of that. Yeah. I'm going to rewatch that mid, but the mids were very like slow. Something that always happens when we play against Global Clan Ice is the mids are always incredibly slow because no one wants to bomb into some of the best DMers in the game on either side. You know what I mean? If we bomb into them, we get shredded. If they bomb into us, they get shredded. So both teams are like very non-committal. They just want to play the spam game because it's incredibly risky to go aggressive for the soldiers, at least, unless the coordination is really good or if the map is like really conducive to it. On Snakewater, they did a lot more aggression. Because the mid is a lot smaller, but on Process, since it's so big, and when we played them on matches in Clear Cut as well, there was like very little soldier initiation compared to normal matches on those maps. So I'm gonna rewind this to like 1,000. It might be too late. We'll see. You think we're better at keeping high ground? We can pay attention to that. Let's see. How's the high ground presence? Laz on height, Blaze on height, no one on height, both scouts on height. Both their scouts are pretty passive right now. Laz tries to jump, gets denied. Both scouts are up there. They give it up. Eric holds up here. Slems back up. Yeah, I guess they just always have one scout chilling back around here, whereas both our scouts are like really fighting for roof. Eric is like really committed to being up here. And because their heals are so far back, anyone who's like on the roof has zero chance of getting healed. So it makes it harder for them to stay up there. I mean, height's always important for sure. I think their healing positioning maybe is what allowed us to do that though. Because neither of their scouts were really in range of the beam unless they were way back here. So once again, we win that mid. Alex actually dies. I guess he gets sniped out. So a demo pick is fantastic. I think 404 again was like trying to play back because he probably thought a bomb was coming in. I guess I died in IT. Oh yeah, there was a really awkward fight in IT. I should have gotten like 2 kills, but I ended up dying. So we lose 2. Even though they lost Alex, they actually are going to be trying to go for this. Laz always does like a counter sack where he does like a fast jump through choke. And since we were aware of that, we made sure that our scouts would hold high ground even when we were sacking, because we're okay with sacking people into getting the Laz pick afterwards. Because right now he's like not in this fight. 4-4 actually caught a pipe across the map. That's our cue to just back out. I got a bit greedy there. I tried to go for an air shot on Ash because I had a 20 ping in this match, not my normal ping. Because I was out of town. So I went for a few air shots that maybe were a bit greedy. And, yeah. But since we've dropped 404, we still have a massive ad. Ideally, we can take this without popping, because usually when you have a massive ad, the enemy team's going to be playing pretty scared. So our goal here is to make them run away so that we can use our Uber ad for last instead of second. But we end up getting spammed really hard here. So I think, and there's a sniper. So I think we end up just coming in and popping, and I'm just like, all right, I'll take this Uber. And then I just like close the distance in a blink and we catch 404. That was not the plan whatsoever, but Habib was like afraid of getting sniped. So he just told Skis to pop. I get that flash and just quickly close the distance. We get 404. So we're going to hopefully try to push this before he spawns. Eric gets in through 5. The rest of us are moving over here towards the right. Sentry is down. Oh, me and Blaze find the soldiers. And then should just be easy focus fire at this point. All right, so now it's looking real good. It's what, 4-1? So I was thinking, all right, we close this out here. Easy. They back up to 1 instead of rollout. Yeah, because of their positioning down here, it's fairly easy to like take over high ground and then force them out. But it's... I think medics like retreating through 1 because, I don't know. It's a little bit more... You have a little more vision of the sky and all that. So we lost... we lost Blaze early. He tried to get Alex again on the mid. And then I guess I... Yeah, got caught in as well. I think I had a flank on 4-4, but just missed. But unlike their mids that they lost... We retreated when we still had enough people alive to secure second. A lot of the rounds they lost, like 2 of them at least, it was like a full wipe basically. So they had no chance of defense. So here I'm just preemptively bombing, looking for info. We're expecting them to go sewer. Something I do a lot here is just, as a soldier, I just get 300 health and then I just set up for a sync bomb. Just over and over and over. And eventually the timing might just work out where... they're right underneath me when I go for it. Here they're trying to do that dry push thing near sewer. We're just holding our high ground and spamming. And they can't do much about it. So they end up retreating. The scout almost dies. He gets out. So this is just a game of patience for us at this point. We're up 4-1, so this is where the clock is now in our favor. It's kind of on them to make a play happen. So we're okay with just being patient. Laz is going back. Oh no, he's just getting ammo. I think they end up running a sniper that breaks this. I wanted to fight that soldier, but I knew that this side would be vulnerable, so I didn't commit, and I actually barely lived. 1 HP there. So I almost fed, getting a bit too greedy for that peek in a sewer. But that's a big part of what soldier is like having discipline to not overextend, to like peek, get info, and then rocket jump away. Soldier can be the best class in the game sometimes for info, because you can rocket jump out of situations that you can spot things really aggressively and then jump away. You just have to, you know, have that self-control to not commit. Even if you have like free rockets on people, the question you got to ask is, do you have enough free rockets where you're not going to instantly die? You know, like if you have a flank on someone who's buffed and it's going to take you 3 rockets to kill them, are you going to be able to get those 3 rockets off? Sometimes the answer is no. Laz comes in, Skis hits the surf. Nice job. So at this point, they've wasted almost 3 minutes, and they've only basically done 1 counter sack. We pressure choke really hard. Blaze comes in, hits 404. 404 surfs onto the roof. Wow. We maybe could have pressured that a little bit harder and guaranteed that force. Maybe some IT pressure could have been good. I mean, that would have been a guaranteed force. But IT can be risky to peek because you'll just get so isolated, and it's a blind corner. You turn this corner, maybe someone pushes you. So sewer or choke would usually be safer bets. But yeah, that force was really close. Yite's now on sniper. So this is how they're going to end up breaking this. Is the sniper comes out and he hits his shots. This is a tough situation because you can't really spam that well into sewer at this range. He hits a shot on Eric. I think he double headshots Habib. So yeah, and he got arrowed. At this point, we're like, all right, we need to just get the fuck out. Thankfully, Skis is able to get out of rollout before he gets sniped. That was a good choice to go rollout instead of 1, because I would have been right in the sight line. But yeah, that's a situation where if you're defending here and there's a sniper in sewer, standing around letting him take shots on you is probably the worst possible thing you can do. Because he'll hit a shot eventually. So your options there are pop Uber like into them and just make them exchange multi and sewer. Maybe force people into choke. Usually the demo will be there, but say you flash someone through his trap, you could maybe kill the demo. Maybe you overwhelm someone in IT because the rest of their team's in sewer. That guy might be isolated. You know, something along those lines. If you just sit around spamming, the thing is it's going to take you like 8 spam rockets to really suppress the sniper, and he only has to hit 1 bullet. You know what I mean? So the exchange of spam there, the risk is not really worth it. But he hit his first shot so fast that I don't think we were able to really set up what we wanted to do. So you just have to not hesitate. You know, when you see a sniper, you just got to make that decision fast. You got to go for it. On this map. On other maps, like Snakewater, for example, the sight lines aren't nearly as dominant. But sewer, you can see these lanes completely down here near lower lobby and all the way past behind the point. You literally have this metal sheet or behind the point. And at that point, you're basically blind too. Like, you can't see anything. If they want to sack someone in, a decent play could be get your sniper to peek, get them to hide, then bomb a soldier in, because everyone's going to be standing still behind a small piece of cover, fearing for their life. You could also rotate heals into IT. I've seen that happen, but then you're conceding all of this room out here. So, yeah. I think the better play is to just put pressure on the sniper. It's a little bit easier to do here, for example, like into lobby. This was really bad. We let him snipe through 5. We knew he was here, and he was called multiple times. But, where's Blaze? Huh. I guess I would have assumed, like, Blaze was handling that. Somehow he walked all the way in. So Skis does get sniped. He gets dropped. But instead of, like, throwing the round away and just having everyone else die, we just decide we can stabilize. They actually opt to wait for Yite to spawn, which is a fair choice. Well, I guess they didn't quite wait for him to spawn, but they waited several seconds, which allowed us to get a sentry set up. It allowed us to get Skis up and healing us. So by this point, we're already healthy. We're buffed. And we somehow actually hold this. Blaze and Eric go massive here. They let Skis live. I don't know how a medic lives down here when there's 2 soldiers above you. I think Skis must have rotated through spawn or something. I don't know. How did Skis survive that? I want to actually watch that. Because that seems like something that should not be possible. Knowledge for me taking notes. Oh no, my game crashed. I think it was tick 33,000. Sometimes that happens. I'll get back in there. Without a sentry, Skis can't be there. Maybe. The thing is, from that sight line, from 5, I don't even think it would hit the sniper, the sentry. So it's more on the soldiers, I'd say. So I thought Blaze was there. Maybe I should have been there. That's something that we would need to just assign as a role. Dispenser armor? Oh, maybe. Dispenser armor. Even that, there's still a chance of getting sniped. At the end of the day, you should pressure the sniper. Like, alright, it was RGL Season 5, Grand Finals, Process 2. There was a soldier pressuring 5, was it not Blaze? I think he was on point. It was really weird he wasn't there.
3, 2, 1.
Here, I'll go 10,000 ticks at a time. I think that's safe. Alright. Yeah, that's me over there at 5. And I'm very weak, so I had to jump away. I'm sure I would have said that I'm not there anymore. So, that's where Skis dies. Sniper dies. Okay. Skis actually gets a fast spawn. He's up in only 5 seconds from now. So, maybe he just got kind of lucky with his spawn wave. So, Skis spawns. And let's see how he survives this. They popped in now. Skis on the left. The hell? He's Neo. Double resup. I guess he was spamming his resup bind. Oh my god. He basically healed no one. I did not realize that. We were kind of fending for ourselves there. But yeah, he did hit that surf and he escaped. That's good. And that puts us with Big Ad. Blaze pushed out here, and I was like, how the hell is no one else pushing? I was surprised that we were so slow getting in here. Because we had spawns and we had heals. And then Habib just dies. So that just halts our entire push, and we just get caught. I need to watch that again. Fuck, is my game gonna crash? Please. Please don't crash. Okay, I think we're okay.
The control point is being alert. The control point is being contested.
Okay, so we end up holding this. Ash is out of ammo. Oh, does he steal the ammo? He stole the ammo! Okay, I remember this. I thought Ash might have been weak, so Blaze peeks, he sees Ash, and that's why he wanted to commit. That escape plan literally baited Blaze into staying for one more rocket. It's kind of funny. Skis drop down to the low ground, gets fucked. Oh, Yite just cuts off Eric's exit. That's how he dies. And then I guess I died in... Oh, yeah, I died in one. Alex, like, pushed me or something? I did not expect that, so... The big play that won them that, honestly... Well, I guess it's not over yet. We get Uber and we pop. So we're still holding, but the big thing that gave them that opening was the kill on Eric. Yite recognizing that Habib's dead so he can just rush and cut off Eric while we're, like, fucking around on bats. That was what gave them that chance. Because if Eric would have lived, I don't think they would have been able to go for that push. Not nearly as well, at least. So, they have 50 ad. Are we building? I don't think we're really building that well. Habib has a sword, so he can build in these situations where we have, like, a sniper and a sentry. But they're actually letting us get pretty close to Uber. Blaze spots them in lobby. They pop in through 4. We got point trapped, but oh, one rocket literally moved every sticky. That's crazy. One rocket right at the center and all the stickies went flying. Wow. So, yeah. Let me, fuck, I want to review one more time. Because I don't know why Habib wouldn't be able to, like, be watching the trap there, because their Uber went in through 4, and Habib was in nest on the opposite side. So I would think he would be, like, watching the point. Mm-hmm. Oh, Yite got in. So Yite got in through 1. So Habib was distracted. Okay. So someone would have need to have blocked Yite from getting in order for Habib to watch the point, I guess. Alright, so no one's committing for either demo. Just another slow mid. A little bit of spam going out. Laz commits. Onto Habib. Ash commits. Onto Skeet. Oh, I did not know that happened. What? Oh my god. Ash just destroyed Skis. I did not know that happened. Okay. Now Habib trying to salvage. Unfortunate. No salvage to be had. So that's like the Global Clan Ice I expect, is both soldiers just committing on mid and trying to either get Habib or our medic and then let their scouts, you know, deal with the aftermath. That's more the style that I would say they're known for. When they play like our style, when we force the game to slow down, that's when it goes well for us, you know. I think this team is dying, so I can tell them that now. You know, but yeah, we like to play against them slow, and they tend to do best when they play against us fast. So if they let us play slow, then, you know, we're gonna win. If we make them fear, you know what I mean? All right, Uber comes in through 4. This time Habib is able to watch the point. Skis goes down, but we've gotten enough picks. I see them all retreating through rollout there, so I try to go for this flank, but hold on out. Fuck, I'm rewinding so much. I should use the slow-mo more often, but it's gonna crash my game. I think I had an opportunity of a decent flank here, but I knew that they saw me going for it, so I didn't commit. But I think one of my rockets like missed in a very unfortunate way.
The control point is being captured.
Because what I was looking for here was they Uber in and they kill Skis. So they're just going to pop in to us again with like Uber ad if I let them retreat. So I was thinking, all right, maybe I can cut off their exit and get the meds so that we actually have a chance here. So they saw me. Like Alex was literally locking eyes with me. Okay, no, it wasn't that time. There was another time I was thinking of where I had like a nice flank and didn't get it. Oh, people loved this one. People don't know about this crack. Look at that fat direct onto Alex. And then a fat rocket onto Yite, and then another fat rocket. God damn. People were like surprised about that crack. It's a good spot, honestly, because if they want to fight you, they have to really like look down and give up these other doorways. So it's yeah, it's a solid spot. And the other thing is, it's very rare that you can just like splash someone for like 90 damage splash when you're really close to them. But when you stand here, you're like basically next to them. So those rockets do so much damage. but you have a lot of cover at the same time. They can't really return fire on you easily through this crack. But we didn't really set up well enough here to force them, so we kind of just give it up. I was really worried that Eric was going to die there, but he goes fucking beast mode and kills Laz. We lose Blaze. I think he attempted to force. He got 404 down to 40 health. He actually bought us some decent time because 404 ends up going back to sewer. So that basically means their ad disappeared. It's always like a gamble to send a sack for a force when you're at disad on your last, because they might just get the pick and then just roll. But in that situation, it ends up being worth it. So we got 3 picks once again. Oh, I flanked upper lobby. I was looking for a lot of those flanks, but I ended up trading with Laz. 3 picks is worth it in my opinion. They pop. Okay, this was really weird. This is really weird what happens here. They Uber into us. So it's reminiscent of what happened earlier in the match where they went down 3, and instead of like conceding, they're just like, all right, we're going to pop right in. So they pop and they end up running in through 1. They find Blaze and then they find Habib as well. I don't know if I agree with Skis like leaving rollout completely. I think we should have just stayed like right here. But that was a good play. Their Uber ends up completely stopping our push. But it is risky. It relies on the scout finding a kill. If he found no kills, they would just get swarmed and lose. So that works well. Hey, thanks for the gift sub. The med mains are out here gifting subs. Eric gets caught in. So we lose Eric. They're just trying to get the force right now. We end up popping, but we get enough picks that it's worth it. We should be able to get second off this. What we really need to do is just make sure we deny the spawns. If we do deny the spawns, we might even be able to pressure into mid. I was looking for a potential flank through IT, but this soldier spot me. So I don't go for it. So we're just going to set up. Eric goes sniper here, and I think this was the one where he said that he literally had a shot to drop 404, but he got like aim punched because he doesn't have cozy camper. Let's see. So they're all jumping through. We're already at 75. Yeah, he got hit by a splash rocket right when he had the shot. So we kind of gave it up for free, but we slowed them down enough to get Uber. We can hold last. I guess our last holds have been pretty decent. Ooh. Gigasun, hey, thanks for the cheer. Oh, man. My VOD's gonna get muted! Thanks, man. And thanks for another gift sub. They're 2-man sack. You know, the standard, what you expect. We're always looking for that third pick or what's going to be left vulnerable. I get in. This scout is so fucking weak. They drop him. Once they've dropped their scout... Oh, okay. This made no fucking sense to me. They drop everybody who's worth Ubering, basically. And I'm like, I see 404 retreat into sewer. And I'm like, I'm just staring at him. He's staring at me. 1 rocket. He drops? Like, what? Why? I don't understand. And then Yite tries to come in to salvage, but Habib meets me. So, yeah, that was a really weird turn of events. They should have popped when I bombed in before Brand Slam died. But then once I got on the med and sewer, they absolutely should have popped because they had spawners. At least they could have Ubered their spawners and retreated. So, at this point, we should win this round and basically close this match out 5-1. Or 5-2. But something goes wrong. Let's see. What goes wrong? We did not commit to that. Getting everyone healed up. And we go here once again. We Ubered in. Habib's trying to bomb. He gets up into nest. 4-4 gets in spawn. Eric's on the point. Ooh. Laz hits a direct on him, and then Alex gets the kills. So we actually killed no one with that Uber somehow. I don't even know how that's possible. I kind of want to watch that again. How did we kill nobody? Why no demo binds? Yeah, I should probably make those, shouldn't I? I've never really looked into it. You can bind like fast forward, pause, all that stuff. It'd be a lot more efficient. Forgive me. The replay system is sad. Yeah, it's a bit outdated for sure, but it works. It's good enough. All right, let me watch this Uber a little bit more closely. We Uber in. Slemish waiting for that flash. Sentry goes down. Laz jumps up. 4-4 gets in spawn. Huh. Laz lives with 1 HP. So we just, yeah, I don't know. Just no kills. I think that's another one where it's like, if we had a soldier come in through 5, that would be extra destruction. So if we end up playing process more and trying to Uber through 1, we might try to set that up in the future. So we beefed the push. We got 0 kills. Now we know they have full ad. We just want to spot where their combo is. I saw the demo and then he disappeared, and then I could actually hear the beam IT. So that's how I know they're in IT. I disrupt their Uber pretty well here and then save 1 rocket to jump out. So they do absolutely nothing with that. Now it's just leapfrog territory. I actually don't think it would have been bad for Eric to stay sniper here, because we're still building Uber. He could have potentially found a pick before we got Uber and made it easier to push into mid. But I guess he prefers to switch to... oh, this is a really important moment, actually. He prefers to switch to scout. That's fair enough. You know, if you're pushing with Uber ad, maybe it's better to have all your combat classes. So here's a very important moment. So you know what happened when they tried to push into mid? They come IT, they force, because what? They're afraid of sticky traps, and then there's the spam. But my spam from the roof, it won't really kill anyone that's getting tanked. So you don't really need to pop to that necessarily. It's the trap that you're really worried about. So here, I'm at choke, and I actually see there's literally 8 stickies here. So I actually know IT is not trapped. So I'm telling my team to go IT, but don't pop. Because usually you expect the enemy team to come in. I also can shoot this rocket right here from choke that would move any traps. So I'm 100% sure there's no trap here because I see 7 stickies and I just shot a rocket there, right? So I tell my team, go IT, but don't pop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump through and then shoot anyone who's on the roof that might spam them, just to guarantee that they can get in without popping. But then there's just no one here, so we actually get in clean. However, look at what they're doing. They have 4 people right there, literally about to just fly into sewer. Like they're ready for it. I'm so surprised that they set this up. I feel like it's just like kind of random that this ended up happening. But they end up having 3 people over here, and since I jumped in to like clear the roof, I didn't look over there because I'm only concerned about getting my combo in clean. So I didn't even look. I would have seen 4 people right here, I guess. So as far as I'm aware, mid's like free and they all retreated, but that is far from the truth. Because look, this is where I am. I guess Laz or Ash is right there. 3 of them I can't see, you know? So what they end up doing is actually pushing the flank, but I'm thinking, oh, we have a fantastic Uber we can just chase. We actually pop here and I'm like, oh, we're going to chase them. But then it turns out 3 of them pushed our flank and are back capping. Habib jumps and puts himself at 30 health. If Habib would have waited to get healed before trying to contest this back cap, he would have been healthy enough to actually stop it. Slem goes into lobby and he just doesn't run in a straight line, so he doesn't block the cap. So we get back capped. But yeah, so there was a few things that went wrong there. For one, it was just a surprise play. We didn't expect them to stack to wrap sewer. Like, how could they have known that we were just going to come in IT and, like, not pop? I don't know. And then Blaze was, like, staggering a bit behind. So I think Eric got isolated and just rushed down. And then Habib jumped. And then I guess I probably didn't do the most efficient route back to block the back cap either. And then Slemnish didn't run in a straight line. Like, all these little things lead to them winning rounds. It's kind of crazy. And it comes right after I make, like, a fucking sick call, too. Sad. Alright, first pick for us on the mid. Laz bombs in, somehow finds 2 kills. Now they have roof control. Habib was way too far over here. I'm actually really curious how he ended up there and why. We're doing a lot of rewinding here to really get to the bottom of things. Do the mumble comms exist for this anywhere? I don't know. Habib might have recorded them. He's been known to do that. Eric might have recorded them. Eric and Habib sometimes record matches with comms. I didn't this time around. Okay, I'm watching Habib this mid. Oof. Yeah, I think Habib got a little bit too focused on Yite there. Just trying to shoot 4 pipes at him and like walking forward to do it. He ended up losing complete vision of roof. So, a little bit of tunnel vision there and sacrificing positioning. They ended up just flying over the roof and we lost the mid. Because what happens often is we try to bail Habib out, if I'm being honest. He'll like walk forward somewhere and he's overextending, but we're like, oh, we want to save our demo man. And then we go to save him, but it results in us all also getting out of position. So it might have been worth to just let Habib do that and us just control height. So I actually got stuck behind on this one. I let Laz spawn and run past me because I didn't want to get in a 1v1 or whatever. Yite just left sewer as I came in. So what I'm trying to look for is, do they know I'm behind? I look here and Yite literally is looking at me. So I'm like, okay, they certainly know I'm behind. So that means, and I just saw them run in the lobby. They're probably just going to go forward. So I just come in to flank. They're trying to push off a 1-man advantage. Habib had some nice traps there. I just try to wait out the Uber, come back in late. And then I get arrowed. Fucking God. 4-4 gets out, but we hold. So that's like a patience thing. I was behind, but I was trying to be close enough that I could still participate in the last push or the last defense, but also not die before it. So it's a very fine line sometimes. Is the default on process not a rotation? No, it's not. We don't really like playing that way usually. So we have Ad. We know they have a sniper. He's in the forward. He should get pressured out. They double bomb forward. This is such a big investment to get a force. We really should have gotten Ash here as well. If we would have killed Ash, we probably could have pushed. Alex had a pretty sneaky trap. It was like right here. And I was thankfully he didn't dead it on me. I was like right near it. We were just playing a leapfrog. I think what we do this time is that we try to shoot the first guy in. So this scout's trying to come through and just like make space for his team. So I just bomb him and then he gets weak. So he ends up retreating and then their demo gets isolated. It can be a really good strat. If the enemy team's medic is very baity, very passive. If their medic is always trying to bait you to bomb him, bomb the guy on his team that he's baiting. Like the scout that's running ahead, just bomb that guy because he's not going to be getting healed or saved. So then you can basically get a pick. And if it's their combo scout, they might not even want to push without that guy. So often on process, that's a really good strat because usually the med wants to just sit and choke. The scout will jump through to like look around. You can kind of just kill that scout and they'll just be standing there watching him die. So that can work pretty well. Alright, Habib died pretty late. So we got some trades, but losing Habib is certainly not ideal. We're close to Uber. Time's getting low. So we actually go for this push because I know that 2 of them are just now spawning, so they're not quite in position. And then we have Uber ads, so they're already going to be playing somewhat scared. Somehow Laz is able to just like bomb across mid and shoot me in the back in front of my scout. I was a bit confused about how he was allowed to do that and get away with it. So they have 1 pick. We have 1 pick. We know they have massive ad, so it should just be another sort of leapfrog. We've traded mids twice now. Let's do it again. And here comes the bomb forward. Shoot that scout. We get the scout. Now they're trying to walk in without a scout, so it'll be a lot harder for them to deny any of our aggression. Alex just holds W onto the point, takes a fuckload of damage. Eric ran behind, so we're just pressuring them on all fronts. They end up dropping Alex. Okay, this should be free. Like, again, how do we not win this? We should be moving. Ash is dead. Alex is still dead. I guess we're 70. Okay. So I think this is one of the moments where we know they have ad and we know we're not going to push. So if that's the case, we might as well just be positioned safe enough where we can guarantee we get Uber. But I believe that... Is this the one where they push? No. Okay. Not yet, actually. It happens the next, like, 2 times. But, so this time we did the right thing. We knew we were at Uber disad. Even though we had picks, we still didn't want to get caught by their Ubers. We've already seen that they're willing to Uber into us when they're down players, but have Uber ad. So we didn't want to get caught by that again. So we sit back and we get Uber. That's what we should do every time. And right now we're running a sniper. Slow it down once again, you know? Because we're 1 round from winning. It's 1 round from being a tied game. We want to just guarantee this victory, right? So Eric's on sniper. He's getting spammed. If we just stood still for the rest of the match, we'd win. So let's see what happens. Ash bombs forward. Eric jumps out. Ash dies. So we have a pick. Feeling fantastic. They're conceding more and more ground. Now we're going into sewer. We get another pick? Okay, what? How do we not win? We pop in through upper IT. Probably not necessary to pop, since we already had 2 picks. But we do get the demo off of it. We're not going to have any cap time on second, so we should not be lingering in last. We're just going to retreat. Now they have full ad. Okay. So this, I think this is where it begins. This is where it begins. This was a really weird moment in the match because we knew they had big ad. But I think we still get caught. Like, why are you going forward, Skis? Back up. Is that when this happens? No, this isn't. Okay. It happens after this. Damn, so we do the right thing twice in a row and then we just start fucking up? I'm so confused. These situations, literally the last 2 situations that we just played perfectly, playing mid at disad and then playing second on disad, we end up fucking them up in the last 5 minutes of this match. So we walk into choke. We have a lot of space. We Uber. Their med gets out. We pick Yite. Alright, and here we are. Okay, so here's where it happens. There's 4 minutes on the clock. We know they have ad. They just pushed with ad. Like, what else are they going to do but push, right? I think this is where we get caught. Is it? What is happening? I killed Laz. Oh, yeah, Laz was missing, so I found him in IT. We get that kill. Okay, yeah, this is it. Skis walks forward onto point. And literally in Mumble, Skis is saying, they have like 50 ad on me. And I'm like, okay, they have 50 ad. You're the medic. You know they have 50 ad. So position yourself accordingly. But he's standing right here. So a little bit of a, I don't know what you call that. But he was just definitely not positioned appropriately, even though he knew the Uber ads. So that was pretty bad. And that gives them this amazing opportunity. Now they can get back into this round when they were just on their last. And they would have been at disad. Oh, if Slem would have killed Brand Slam there, that would have been amazing. So Slem goes behind, creating a bit of chaos. Alex is back here. Alex is back there, so we're going to fight mid. Slem gives his life to buy time. He nearly killed Alex too. So now it's like, okay, we threw that away. We threw away our second hold or our repush on a second. Now at least we can stabilize on mid, right? What's the situation? It's them on Uber ad, right? And right now I think they're just going for something because of time pressure maybe. But we get enough kills and it's like, okay. We're still at Uber disad. We're still at Uber disad. 91%. They're down 2, but they still go for this. This is insanity that they go for this. And Skis dies at 98%. So we got caught by that twice in a row. It was pretty heartbreaking and pretty frustrating, to be honest, because this round was like ours, but then we let Skis get caught by 2 Ubers back to back. And now, like, the momentum is in their favor. And I think we even concede second. Like, this is really bad. Because I think we're more confident in our last hold if we can get fully set up than we would be to, like, sack someone for a force or whatever. Because we've held last pretty decently so far. So we're actually building pretty hard, hoping that we can get this Uber. I think they let Skis live once again. So I stuffed that guy out. I see that they Ubered in. I'm just, you know, hanging around. I'm looking to bomb this scout on point if he tries to cap. This soldier actually sees me. I do bomb this scout. I end up dying for it. Skis is in spawn with very little health. Whew, that arrow nearly missed. But we held the clutch heavy. I don't know, man. I call to push out here because, you know, they're all dead. Might as well make it harder for them to win this round by having to cap another point. If the spawns were faster for them, I might not have called to fight second, to be honest, because that fight might be too risky. But we have full Uber. We know they have to dry push because there's a minute left on the clock. So we're just like, let them come into us, you know. Might as well. They literally have to go for this and they have one chance. So here's their one chance. They lose Yite. We have Uber, so we just pop. Close call, maybe. But at this point, their only play is to try to back cap. I find them in sewer. I give them a little dance. And then it's GG. So, yeah. But even that, it didn't feel like we lost 3 rounds. It's crazy. How did we lose 3 rounds? We kind of threw a couple of them. The back cap was pretty bad. I don't know. But yeah. What I felt about this match was we didn't really play that badly. Maybe every round they won was like us doing really bad, but I felt like they were playing well. So it's like if we're playing poorly and they're playing well, that's when you get a close match. I don't know. Let's go to map 2. So 4-3. Time ran out. Snakewater. Process was our map pick. We wanted to play it because we thought that their soldiers would not be as impactful on mids. Snakewater, their map pick. It's a map where their soldiers are much more comfortable. So you'll see a different kind of pace on a lot of the mids. Kind of what they do is they just pick an arbitrary time, like 9:37 or something, and then they just double bomb. There it is. Laz literally just lands on Habib's head. Ash also. Yeah, it's really bad. They got way too much They live for way too long. I kind of want to watch like Slem's POV to see how the soldiers are getting in. All right, so he's on roof. Shoots at Brand Slam, gets stickied away. So he hasn't even been able to spot either soldier. Blaz bombs and he's out of his field of view. Yite is in his face, so he can't even look at the soldiers. So, yeah. Very important combo scout on mid. You have to get vision of the soldiers. Like, if you never even see them, they're going to get the freest bomb because besides literally like shooting them and denying them, a big factor of scout is the intimidation factor. If you're like staring down a soldier and he has to jump into your face, he might think twice. So it's very important a combo scout does that, if possible.
Our control point is being captured.
Well, we're in a last hold now.
Time has been added.
Nice shot. Oh, by me. I get the pick on Laz, hoping to buy some time, slow them down. They opt to come lower. I think they're trying to avoid the sniper now. So they probably prefer lower to not get sniped. So they pop right in. Sentry gun. Stays up for a decent amount of time. Slows them down. They're not getting any cap time whatsoever. So we hold. We saw both Scout and Med retreat, so we move forward. With Ad, hopefully we can get this cap quickly. Potentially deny a spawner or two. Oh, wrong side. We did. We denied one. So we can use that to go into mid with Ad. Trap on catwalk. So our team gets in. Skis get spammed really hard, so we pop. They retreated really well. So we should be gearing up for a leapfrog here. They pop in really fast. We have a couple people behind. Slemnish gets caught. The collapse could come in here. I managed to get out. Wait, I found Alex? How the fuck? Where was Alex? I guess he was chasing our team still. So that was just a really like scattered, chaotic fight. We did a really good job of spreading out though. So far it's looking okay. We lost skis for that, so we should expect them to fight this with heals. I'm actually looking for a play here, trying to sneak through underpass, but he saw me, so. And look at how quickly they try to like pounce to catch me, these people. I'm very aware of that, so I was like, the moment they see you, you don't want to hesitate and like be like trying to still stay in to take that fight, because they're gonna pounce on you really fast. So I just jump out of there. They're gonna be moving lower now with Uber Ad. They pop in through kitchen. Habib is trying to get out window. All right, we sent a lot of people behind. Don't want to fight that combo head on. This was actually a really awesome moment in this match where like their Uber literally did nothing and we evaded them so well. I was really happy about this moment because they're just like everywhere they tried to chase someone, the person would just like jump away and they could never really catch up. We lost 3. Slem died there, so we had to call that push off. I think I might have... Oh, they actually don't pressure. I'm surprised. We were down 3. They probably should have, but they're just trying to buy time to get Uber, but they're really far back. I think we just let it stabilize here. Usually we opt for, you know, kind of the slow approach. Oh yeah, this was such a dumb moment. So we were like, okay, maybe we still have Ad, right? So I go up to window and I'm like, okay, if we have Ad, you know, let's go out window. So I go to window because I was like, oh, they're still building. I peeked the window and I saw they were building. But then I go out the window, I think. And I see that they're no longer just like sitting. I get like denied and I see that they're not sitting on bats anymore. So I'm like, okay, they have Uber now and they're like standing their ground. So chill. I literally say, chill. Chill. But Skis does not chill. And where's Skis? He jumps out the window. So he just jumped in. Alex was already shooting at me and Skis like runs into the line of fire. So he just gets detonated. So Skis dies. Very, very frustrating moment because I felt like my call was obvious or was clear. So there's another great situation. They try to send one guy in while they're med baits. We just blast him. So that scout dies. Somehow Skis is dead again. So Skis has been having a rough game and it's only been going for like 5 minutes. But we're doing a pretty good job of trying to salvage.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
They actually go through Z here and Habib happens to be there. The only thing Habib can do is jump out. It was pretty smart of them to go Z because it's very unlikely to be trapped. And that pick on Habib is really good for them. But like I was on the point, so I was safe because I can see them. I have enough time to react. Habib sitting down here with no trap on Z. He doesn't have time to react, so he gets caught. So I realized that Eric is actually distracting really hard, so I ended up committing there for the force. But we're definitely gonna have to concede. And the crazy part is we had a sniper this whole time. We literally could have just stood still, played our sniper, let him get a pick, but he didn't even get a chance. We somehow come out of this with slight ad. Our sniper swaps off. So we're playing as if it's disad. I guess we lost track. We really should be standing our ground here, not letting them get any free room. Look at how they're playing too. Both teams, like if you had perfect knowledge, there's so much room for free to be taken, but no one could know that. It's always interesting when both teams are sitting as far back as possible because they both think they're on disad for some reason. So compared to process, this second is a lot safer to to take cover against a sniper because you have this giant wall, you have this train, you can stand on the pipe to spam any wide peeking. The window, it can hit bats, but everything else is pretty well covered. So, and it's easier to get up close. Ooh. Good bomb from Laz. No surf out of Habib or Skis. So he ends up getting the force and Habib pick. They lose 2 for it, but with this sort of Uber decide, we're not willing to risk it. So what I'm doing here, this is what I was talking about earlier. Soldier can spot things early. I can sit here and keep 100% perfect tabs on where their combo's going and then just jump away. I saw that their combo was approaching lower, so my team knows where their combo's coming now well in advance. One of the most important things any player should do, and maybe one of the most underrated things, is get information as early as possible and live. So we know they have big ad. Eric and Blaze just bust into the flank. Eric kills 2 people. They haven't even started capping on second yet. So we have this nice back cap going. I end up coming in from mid. I was with Eric back capping and I realized like no one's coming back. So I decided to flank instead. We clean up their combo. That's a pretty common play though, what Eric and Blaze did. Bust into Saw because it's sort of an isolated area of the map. if you can spot the enemy combo, it's almost impossible for them to rotate to help in that fight. So that can be a good area to find picks. Global Clan does it to us as well. So now suddenly we are in the driver's seat. They have a pyro. This was a little bit of my bad. Before each match, I tend to tell everyone like what I know the enemy team's tendencies are. I knew they like to run pyro, but I forgot to mention it. So we actually didn't go over this, what to do when they had a pyro. We just kind of Uber as if it's normal, as if they didn't have a pyro, and just happened to like get enough space. The pyro didn't really deny us, and we were able to destroy the sentry. But that pyro can be an absolute like roadblock here, and we're lucky that it didn't stop us that time. However, they keep running it, and we keep running into it, which is very bad. We should not be doing that. But we found the pick on Alex, immediately get on point, and then just kill everyone who jumps on it. So a long, hard-fought round, but we got it off of a lot of salvage plays after losing skis. Nice denial that time compared to the last mid. Laz is... He lived a bit too long for my taste, of course, but he got denied a lot harder. We get 3 picks. They get our med. Alex went behind into kitchen. So he's going to die. It's only Brand Slam. Blaze has single digits, so it's just going to be feast for him. Slim doesn't go for it. So, yeah. This whole, like, selling out to get the enemy med thing, it's pretty effective if you can just get your med to survive. Maybe even just leave the mid and repush with Uber. That's kind of how they like to play. So, we would really need to find a better way to keep skis alive. And I think after this point, maybe more into the second half, that's what we try to adjust. I try going sniper here again to get the force or the med drop. Yite was like in front of me, but Blaze kept peeking, so I didn't like have the shot. I would have been able to snipe him, but I hesitated because I didn't want to shoot Blaze. Or like, I didn't want to shoot when Blaze was in front of me, you know? So they pop in through lower again. It's pretty interesting that they've been favoring lower. But they drop a couple people. We, yeah, we hold. They leave through saw. We hear them building, so we know they're all in front. We should be stacking this. So their lower push isn't really working that well. Where did Alex even die? I don't know. He died right here, maybe? Maybe that was Habib. But, yeah, Alex dying early is not good for their push. Not at all. What does he have trapped? Just right above saw. I think... Do I die to this one? I swear I died to some dumb trap. No, we're just chilling. A lot of this was just us holding well, and then they beef their push, and then we take ground off of that, you know? So they're peeking now. They're just trying to set up their sack, just a distraction. Laz jumps in. He goes up onto Bats. He jumps again onto Habib. Doesn't get much. Okay, yeah, I think this is the one where I die. I swear I was not in the trap. But I guess I was. I thought I had like backed out of the doorway when he did that, but I guess the angle I was still there. So I died. But that's okay, it's sort of a counter sack. As long as my spawn isn't too long. They're running a sniper now. But again, like I said, sniper isn't as dominant on this second point compared to process. So we should be able to hide adequately. But again, if we are hiding, that may give them enough room to do something. I think Eric here actually called to go into them. Maybe? Eric likes to do that. He likes to make some aggressive Uber calls. And he might actually play Combo Scout next season, so we might be seeing even more of that in the future. But yeah, we're just trying to be patient. Yeah, he's trying to wide peek, but again, this pipe spot is so good for denying him. I really like to use the pipe to like, to sink bomb. I get in there and I hit 2 rockets onto, I think it was Ash maybe. And so we just Uber in right away. Okay, this was really fucking annoying to me. We got 2 picks. We know they have a sniper. I feel like we should be much more aggressive. I was in kitchen and like being focused by their demo, and I'm like, how is this possible? How am I being focused? He shouldn't be allowed to, like, he shouldn't afford to do that. It should be like an instant L for him to shoot at me. But they're all in our kitchen. Habib actually clutches like crazy. He 2-piped Brand Slam, and then we just collapsed on them. Here, we knew both soldiers were alive, so we're just like, just play D, play defense. Oh! Wow. He actually almost killed Skis. That's crazy. But Skis finally lives. They tried to go for another one of those 3 versus 6 Ubers that they succeeded with, you know what, twice now on process, but this time we didn't let them succeed.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Oh yeah, Alex had a nice trap. This one right here. We never walked into it because whenever a demo is trapping right lobby, I always assume he has lower trapped as well. So we knew he was trapping right, so we just didn't go lower either. If he would have been a little bit more discreet about trapping this, we probably would have walked into that trap, to be honest. Because he can spot that trap from here, which makes it an insane trap. So we Ubered into the Pyro again. We managed to kill the Pyro, but it really disrupts our push. But looks like we can manage to win this anyways, hopefully. It's a long fight. Spawners coming up. But Slemnish and Habib have heals, have positioning, so they end up closing it out. But that's twice we've pushed into a Pyro. 2 times we pushed into a Pyro. We probably should have like noticed the pattern by now, because that's not something that you can really reliably push into. So their mids have been good. This time we finally like prevent Laz from getting a clean bomb off. Ash hitting that rocket on Slemnish probably won them the mid. I'm surprised Eric and Skis were out so early. I'm going to rewatch that from Eric's POV actually. Because usually Eric would be the one to commit if we're doing like an aggressive mid. But that time he was the furthest one back. So yeah, I think Eric called for an aggressive mid because our mids had been pretty bad. So we're just like, all right, let's change the pace. Let's be the first aggressor so that we can hit them before they even commit. So we dive the left side, which is where both of their soldiers have been bombing from. So we're hoping that we can completely disrupt their jumps. Eric's really wanting this buff. He's pushing left lane. Laz gets meat shot. Okay, Eric's in. He's getting shot by 2 scouts. He's very lucky to be alive. He's not getting healed. So he has to leave. Okay. So I guess the heals were just not ready. And Habib was also weak. Trying to fight this. Oh, I remember this. So they actually chased. They chased really fast after mid, right? But I spawned early, and they're in here without Uber. So this is very similar to what I did on Process. That one mid that I just bombed deep to cut off their exit. I spawn here, I get here in time. I don't even care if I like get the kill or not. I just bomb immediately, cut off the exit, and then boom. So they win the mid, and then they threw by chasing too hard because our spawners got up earlier than they probably anticipated. So now we're thinking, look out for like Laz in some sort of gimmick spot. So we looked for him, didn't find him. I found Ash, and then Laz reveals that he was in kitchen. So once again, we get 2 soldiers. I think Global Clan are much more willing to sack both their soldiers for a play or for a force than our team was in this match. So a lot of times we just would be slow, make sure we get those soldiers, and then use that. Okay, here I get in this position. I shoot some good spam onto Alex, so I'm like, okay, the demo's weak. Let's chase him. But then by the time we get in, he's like long gone. So probably not a particularly good Uber call. At least not to pop through the door, right? If we would have milked it, that would have been actually probably a good push to just walk in left. And then I also died to Ash. Like, it was just messy. Since we didn't find any kills early, we ended up just kind of being in without any Uber or whatever, so. Yeah, that was kind of a bad call. I should have realized that, like, the amount of time it takes for us to chase a demo who's already right here, when we're, like, here, he's probably not close enough to get caught. So, yeah. So here I am again, just trying to get info, spotting lower. I see that their combo is coming saw by process of elimination, because I saw the flank down here. So they pop in through saw. They didn't see me. We lost 2. Skis is dead. So nice shot by Eric. Now 404 is dead. So I managed to get in behind unseen, and their medic is dead. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just guarding this health pack, because maybe one of them is weak, given that their medic is dead, and they're going to retreat into this health pack, and I get a free pick. Or maybe, you know, I can just wait here, and we can pressure from the front, and I can get a good flank in. I was really tempted, since I could hear them building Uber, to try and flank 404, but I feel like something would have gone wrong. I wasn't too confident in it, so I just waited. I literally just sat here the entire time. Eric's actually on sniper, and, you know, he sniped 404. Ash is coming back now. He's dead. I am jumping, and I typed to him, surprise. He had no idea I was there. I bet he was so fucking shocked. Now Yite's chasing me, and Ash is dead. So they're essentially down 2. Meanwhile, Laz gets piped, and then Blaze kills him. So what I'm wondering is, why the fuck are we not in? Literally, they're effectively 3 down right now. And we're just sitting here fucking around? Like, what the hell is happening? Get the fuck in. This was actually really annoying to watch. I don't understand what we could possibly be waiting for. They're 3 down, essentially. Like, fucking get in. Do we think Alex has, like, the greatest trap of all time? Just check. Just look if there's a trap. I don't know, man. This is really hard to watch for me. It's like, he almost walked in, but then he just doesn't. I don't know. But then it ends up taking too long, so then all our people die. So now we walk in. Okay. Now we walk in. They pop first. Counter pop. Slem should really try to end this Uber on height, if possible. Habib walked way too far forward, with his fucking pipes out too. Come on, man. Like, that should just be all about securing ground and space. Unless you, like, are laying stickies at their feet, then why are you in their face? It doesn't make any sense. So we lose Habib, and now all of our momentum is just gone. So now we're back to last. How quickly the tides can turn. But at least it's even Uber. So we're just gonna hold last. This guy's peeking pretty hard. So I know that Laz likes to sack through shutter, so that's why I'm sitting here. Because I'm just waiting for him to... I'm waiting for that. He actually gets launched in by it, and then this scout runs in, and since everyone's looking in the skybox for Laz, Yaite's actually able to get a lot of cap time. This cap time makes it really scary to push, because that's like an instantaneous back cap. And since we were also down Eric, we just decided not to do anything. So if that cap time wasn't there, we almost certainly would have pushed. But the risk of something going wrong would be too great in that situation. So this is something I like to do a lot, actually, is pressure this shutter door. Because a lot of times teams want to Uber right through here. Well, obviously it's even Uber, so they're not going to do that. But like I said earlier, getting information early and then just like a little bit of juggle or damage before they pop can be really good. So you'll see me in that position a lot. But now we're just hoping for a long stalemate. We're just parking the bus. This sentry is really good because it basically covers every entrance. They can't really get in on your medic. The sentries back here are good for, you know, covering the point and making their Uber go far out of its way. So when you're at Uber disad, sentry back here is good. But when you're at even Ubers, a sentry in the middle is probably better because it's much better at denying people that are sacking. Like if this sentry's here, someone sacking can have the entire right side and kind of the whole middle to work with. So there, Slem gets sniped on NG. Using the spawn door, maybe looking to swap? I'm not sure. Usually as an NG, I'm just like hanging out right here near my sentry. Because you got a dispenser and an ammo pack, like it's usually enough. Is he gonna get sniped again? Oh no. So me and Blaze both died as well. I guess peeking lower. They challenged us really hard. Would have thought they would go off 2 soldier picks, but they don't. Yeah, it goes for the hero play. He's dead. So I go for a counter sack. Laz was just slightly more buffed than I was, so he ends up surviving 2 rockets and I don't. Sad. If anyone else was like near lobby, I probably could have lived. We were just a bit too slow to take lobby. I think one thing was Slemnish stayed NG. I usually prefer to have your NG switch off when you get 2 picks, because if he stays NG, you basically only have 1 pick advantage, if that makes sense, because your NG is just staying at last. You want to use the full number advantage when you have 2 picks. So it's turning into a 6v4 instead of a 5v4. So that was something we never really went over. But yeah, I really think we should have had Slem switch off NG whenever we got 2 picks. Because you have enough time as well to like get 2 picks and peek, call off the push, go back to spawn, build a new sentry and level it up. Like you can do that before their spawners even get back to the front lines and fully buffed and ready for the next sack wave. So it's not that big of a like concession or whatever to give up your NG. So there it is, the 2-man sack. Is he gonna swap this time? Okay, this time he swapped. I probably told him. We pop, they pop. They're down 2 still. Habib is in kind of alone. We get Alex. Ash comes in. Brand Slam gets melted. Okay, that was good. How do we not win this round? So now we're rolling into mid. If we can deny Ash and Brand Slam, that'd be fantastic. We see Laz escape, so he's not in any funny business spots.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Looks like we're not going to deny these spawns. Too bad. But it's better than holding your last. Alex trapped lower fully. Okay. We actually have a slight ad. I don't think we are aware or would ever push on a 10% ad, regardless. So we slow it down. What do we try to do here? And what goes wrong? I think this might be the one where... I think actually Blaze just wants to sack. So I was just peeking lower to make sure there's no trap on window. Yeah, he tries to pressure me. I jump out. Eric's in distracting. Blaze is jumping in through to hit anyone near Z. Eric catches a pipe. He dies. Blaze barely gets out. It's a cool play. They're just trying to like isolate someone over here. So now Blaze gets the force. Absolute beast finding that timing. Just like right at the moment when everyone's like not looking or not loaded or whatever. Beast. So now it's full ad. Really, how do we not win this? There's 3 minutes on the clock. Trap is on train. And is that it? No, he's watching one down here. No, he's just watching this one. So Laz bombs in and gets the force. Ash is very fucking weak. Blaze dies to stickies. Slem gets piped, so we can't chase. So leapfrog situation, 2 minutes on the clock. If I was them, I would not push, personally, because 2 minutes in a back and forth game, it's not enough to reliably win a round, and it only sets yourself up to lose, like for something to go wrong. They don't have enough time to like work with. It's not worth it. So they just pop in through bats and like we're out of there. We're just gone. Leapfrogging. Now they're at 60 disad, and they're gonna have to be holding last again. Our ideal scenario here is we can push without popping. So I think we go saw once again. I think we knew lower got trapped or something. Actually, we think our ad's big enough to chase. I get knocked off the bridge by stickies, so I couldn't actually get in. Very unfortunate. So that was like an attempt at, yeah, an aggressive Uber, but I got juggled too hard, so I couldn't do anything. Now with a minute left, the chances of them Ubering into us are so low, like it's absolutely not worth it at that point. So we're thinking, let's at least do one sack attempt, try to get a force. We actually succeed right away. I think Blaze hit a sick like speed shot. So we get the force within 10 seconds, which is fantastic. We're going to barely have enough time to get Uber. So we're going to go for a dry push. I believe Slemnish called to go lower here, maybe? But then Habib like counter called to go right, I think. And they were not happy about this. Because we're going right into a pyro, which we've literally seen the last 2 times that we pushed here. And we just get completely denied. Alex leaves the trap behind everyone, and people just get destroyed by it. It's actually still really close. Okay. Ah, my fucking God. That was so weird, honestly. I don't know if you guys saw what just happened. We literally have some cap time, and it's like the end of the round. So all they have to do is defend the point, right? But neither of their scouts stands on the point. So I bomb in thinking I'm about to have the fattest bomb to win the round on both scouts who are just standing on the point. But neither of them is on the point. So I bomb in, and there's just like, my rockets hit nothing, and I just instantly die. It was so annoying. I visualized it. I'm like, all right, I have a bomb. We have a little bit of cap time. There's no time. They're going to be standing on the point. I bomb in. No one's on the fucking point. Skis and Slem would have won that, but they just needed a couple more seconds. So that's the first half. We win 2-0. So we kind of messed that up by pushing into a pyro, and I didn't connect my rockets. I'm saying the comms let me down? No. That's so like split second, and I'm like basically in last, right? So I can see it. It's just they didn't do what I wanted them to. It's not my team's comms. The only failure of comms there is that Slemnish called to push lower, and then we push Shutter. That counter call was pretty bad. So second half. Let's go. Jug check. Yes, I actually need the jug check. Oh, and my game crashed. Crazy. This game showing its age. So let's load it up. Hello? Hello? Can I do another Blaze review? I mean, Blaze is in this game. I've given him props at various times. So it's a semi-Blaze review. All right, let's get this back up and running. Second half. So going into the second half, we are thinking our mids have been terrible. So we want to change it up again. Being like sort of passive, going left side, not working. Going aggressive left side, not working. So I think this mid, we're like, all right, let's be passive on the right side. Let's see if that works. So that's the adjustment we make. I think we have slightly better results. So it's really just the soldiers that have been the problem. So what I'm trying to do is disrupt Laz with a rocket, but he avoids it. I come back into this position so that their aggressors have to basically land near me. But literally Laz bombs in. I didn't think he was going to commit. Like, why would Laz bomb in when the whole rest of his team is backing up? It made no fucking sense to me. But he literally went in. And so I gave up my defensive spot right as he came in. So I guess good opening by him. So we leave the mid, and I don't think I died. I went all the way back to spawn and went sniper. And I'm thinking maybe they won't expect the sniper here, just based on the timing. They're actually going to push Saw. We already have a sentry on last, so we're expecting this to be a complete concede here. I got a really nice call from my teammates that they Ubered in through Saw, so I'm not even going to bother looking. I just ran immediately. And now, since they don't really know I'm on sniper, I actually go for this peek. And I do hit the shot. I kill Alex. I look for more. But now I'm thinking, okay, their demo's dead. We're about to push. I know that these people love to fucking try to wrap. Because they're thinking, all right, they just killed our demo, so they're all going to be busting out bats. So they're going to try to, like, two-man back cap. So I literally just scope up on this doorway. And, yeah, he just jumps into my crosshair. So I end up getting 2 kills there. And we just are able to basically take second off of that. I did my job, swap off a sniper. Now we can push mid with 2 picks. I think Alex gets a trap kill here, maybe? Is it on this crate, maybe? I don't know what kills Slem. Oh, no, he lives. I think it's a different time I was thinking of. So we actually get mid for free. Nice. This trap, though. This one might kill someone. So that's basically 2 points for us. Now we got second. We got mid. Slowing it down once again. Peeking for info. I think we want to shoot this guy on the pipe, maybe. So I might try to get health and then shoot at him. No, maybe not. What are we going to do? Blaze is at lower. That is a very weird trap. Is that intentional? In order to get knocked down. He deads it. He gives up his trap for some reason. Right then, Eric runs in. Blaze jumps into Z. They send 3 people into them. Laz dies, gets baited forward. Ash dies in Z. Oh, we should still be pressuring there. I don't know why we're not. Where's Slem on that? I guess he's watching our back. So we get the 2 picks. We're going to opt to go for a lower push. I'm trying to get in, but literally both these scouts are shooting me, and Habib's only shooting the demo. If Habib would have shot those scouts instead of the demo, I would have been healthy enough to probably go for a play. But since that didn't happen, we just call it off. I go back. But yeah, when Blaze and Eric were in Z and like getting those kills, I probably think Slemness should have been with our combo, to be honest. I don't know. If he can peek forward and like see all 6 of them, then he can be like, okay, no one's flanking, you know? That, I don't know. Once we get the 2 picks, definitely just go to the combo, I'd say. So we're just trying to like distract lower. Looks like Laz might and Yite might want to push Saw. Blaze comes in. Onto 404. Little bit of damage, but no force. Oh, Habib. Risky. So I'm just spotting Saw. Actually, I ran out of ammo here. Fuck, this is such bad timing. I ran out of ammo, so I should be on Cat holding that right now. But because I'm not, Ash gets through for free. He actually hit a nice rocket onto Slemnish. Laz somehow 2 rocket skis. Another one that left me scratching my head. But literally, if I had ammo, I could have stuffed Ash, and then Slem wouldn't have taken a 100 damage rocket, and then Skis wouldn't have taken 2 rockets. So literally, it's just like a domino effect because I had no ammo. So, manage your ammo. Very important. And we're basically losing mid and second because of that. Kind of crazy. And yeah, Skis dropped, so we're full disad. Blaze spot's lower. He calls that the combo's lower, crossing the left. I'm trying to put a little bit of spam on them, just so that, you know, maybe they pop Uber when some of their players are weak, and then in the post Uber, they might be easier to kill. Blaze gets rushed down and dies. I get piped and I die. Yeah, that was bad. I don't know. I probably, after I shot that rocket at this truck, I probably should have just jumped to the spawn. But I walked, caught that pipe, and I guess our heavy was there too, so everyone's just in the spawn door taking damage. But it's also not good that we lose Blaze so fast. I don't know how they found him. Maybe they jumped off that ledge to chase him down. Damn, lucky bitch. Skis lives! It's a miracle! Skis hits the surf. We get the cleanup. It's literally all about us surviving their kills. Because we don't even have to kill anyone on their side of mid. We literally just have to kill them on our side. So here I'm trying to get in an off timing here to get to lower. If they were like still peeking up here, I might flank. But they don't. So we just let them run to last. Try to spot what they're running. They got the NG. I'm realizing now how important it is to destroy this sentry like as soon as possible. Because this is one of the hardest sentries in the fucking game to destroy. Once we let it get up to level 3 especially, like how do you even destroy it, man? Okay, we spammed the fuck out of it. Oh, somebody missed. Somebody missed! Somebody's missing! It's not me. It must be Blaze. I did not miss a fucking sentry gun. I can assure you of that. That's funny. I was actually genuinely confused because we shot like 8 rockets at him, and I'm like, that's impossible. How is the sentry not down? So I come here to try to kill the NG, destroy the sentry, but finally get it. The sentry was too fast. Oh, that actually might have been a decent time to sack. And it probably would have been feed, but the sentry was down. I could have afforded to go for it, but I guess we're spawning a sniper, so I just opt not to. And I heard the sentry's going up, so I'm like, God, I gotta fucking take this thing out again. So I try to go to drop down, but I get stuffed. So we're just gonna play this sniper battle. This match had a long sniper stalemate. I might honestly fast forward this part, because it was literally just Yite versus Slemnish. One kills the other, then nothing happens. Then he respawns on sniper, then one kills the other, and then nothing happens. It was like literally just for like 10 minutes. So I might fast forward this. They're actually aggro in lobby. Oh, hey, we got the sniper. Eric dies, though. We still have a sniper. They still have the sentry. There must be some crafty way to destroy the sentry that I'm not thinking of. But I don't know what it is. That time I got a little bit too caught forward. I was trying to coordinate with Habib. I literally told him, sticky the floor, you know? Sticky it so they can't fight me. But he didn't do it. It's a sad life sometimes. Okay, yeah. We're fast forwarding, boys. I'll watch Slem's POV while we fast forward. Maybe hit some shots. He killed the Ite! Now he's looking for the shot on 404, but 404 is not in that sight line. I died in the shutter. So, back to square one. Often, this game can be a test of patience. So we actually spammed the sentry down. That's pretty good. But then we just let him rebuild it. Headshot connected. Okay, nothing at drop down. Oh! Alright, he sniped 2 people in a blink of an eye. He snipes the demo and the sniper. We Uber, destroy their sentry gun. Their demo has spawned. We're all on the right side. Skis is at lower. I get the demo. I'm still in. Slem is still taking shots. Blaze is dead. Slem is dead. The post-Uber positioning was abysmal. Like, Habib is over here. Skis is down here. I'm up here. We're just so spread out. We needed to probably group up left side? I don't know. Skis is dead. He just got bombed. Alex is 8 HP. He gets a health pack. Eric is going for it. Laz is 1 HP. Gets killed before he can kill Laz. Oh, that was one of the fucking craziest fights I've ever seen. Let me rewind. This is actually worth watching. Slemnish versus Yite in Saw. Yite missed literally every shot. I was in disbelief when I was watching this from Slemnish's POV. So Skis just died. You know, all this fight happens. And Yite goes for these flanks really quick. I'll give him credit for that. But here he comes. I've never seen Yite miss shots like that. Slem had, like, literally, like 20 health or less. He does get a pack eventually, but that's after, like, 4 missed shots. I don't know. So, that was a crazy fight that honestly allowed us to push this, because if we didn't have Slem and they had Yite, they would be pushing mid instead of us pushing them. Laz goes into window, not gonna make it. Oh, I bombed forward here, and I did over 100 damage to 404, so we just, like, start chip-shotting him across the map, and he just dies. So, we get the med pick, we back up. Looks like they're retreating as well, but we'd rather play it safe with the big ad. Lord knows we need it. Where's this trap? Oh, he has the same trap, doesn't he? No, it's a ramp trap. Okay. It's sneaky. Laz committed for a force. Doesn't get shit. Ash gets out. We pop here trying to chase the demo. I get in. I hit the demo once. I hit the med. He gets in spawn. The demo dies. All right. Now we play that good positioning. Left side. Spamming the sentry down. Shooting the guys off the roof. Blaze bombs in, good damage, baiting the cap. That's how you play this map. That's how you do it. That's kind of what I envisioned for that one Uber when I was here spamming Alex, where we'd actually like chase him. But this time we popped right at this door. And I do a skip jump, so that way I guarantee that I catch him. So that's a lot better. A lot better. So last mid went decently for us. We sat a little bit more passive. We survived the bomb. Laz comes in once again. On to Habib. Yite also holds W. We kill Laz. We kill Ash. It's 4v4. Okay. This is a 4v4, right? I'm pretty confident to win a 4v4. They have a demo. We have a soldier. Both teams have 2 scouts and a medic. I'm trying to jump forward often to make people shoot at me, hoping that that means my scouts are going to, you know, find an avenue to pressure. But I feel like it just doesn't happen. I catch the arrow, so I'm actually like healthy enough to be in this. Slam has height. I think what's missing here is I need Eric to take some positioning, especially after I hit that rocket on Brand Slam. To me, that should be like a fucking green light. Like, we have some damage to work off of. But we're just sitting here chip-shotting. It was kind of annoying to me. Because I'm sitting here being shot at by both scouts in the fucking demo. Like, literally all 4 of them are shooting me. So, there should have been some aggression on the low ground. That's what I think was missing from Eric probably here. That's what we needed to win this fight. Everyone ends up getting piped. Like, at this point, it's a lost cause. We needed to make something happen right at that moment when I was on roof and all 3 of them were shooting me. Someone needs to be getting shot in the side. If that's not happening, we just lost. Because a demo will usually win long term in that fight. So, yeah. But we're holding second. Even Ubers. Only 13 minutes left. Time runs out quick. Laz comes in. Skis. Pops. He thought Laz might get the second rocket off. So now they have full ad. Where are they gonna go? Laz has now spawned, so their push should be coming any moment. I hear Alex calling for medic, so I know that they're coming saw. They pop in. Alex gets launched to the skybox. Someone in? Eric's fighting lower. He dies. Oh, we went back in. Why the fuck did we do that? Why did we go in? I think maybe we knew Alex got launched, so we knew bats would be safe. I think that's probably what happened. I'm going to rewind just to confirm that. I'll go to 70,000. Don't crash! Don't crash! Nice. Alright, let's watch this semi-slow. Semi-slow. So if I made this call, I want to see it from my POV. Why did I make this call? So they're coming saw. Alex gets skybox launched. I saw him get launched, I think. Oh, we have Blaze behind. I air shot this fucking guy. I'm getting fought over here, so I'm just fucking dead. That was definitely a ballsy call. We just needed to play heals at this point. I mean, 4-4 just died right there, so at this moment, our scout needs to be on the beam, but he was not able to get there. Yite finds the opening, kills everybody. Wow. So, it's just, yeah, they just hit the DM. So we're just back holding last. They have actually a pretty decent ad. They built decently here. 40 ad. But nothing we haven't held before. We got that sword build going. Blaze spots lower. Very important. I need to be spotting left, I guess. I'm waiting for a buff. Alright. They pop in. No one's dead. That's always a good start. Their demo's dead. Also a good start. Eric calls point. Skis runs on point. Oh, Skis! God. I was also really fucking annoyed at that. Like, why? Why is our medic running to block the point? You don't need to do that. Just sit with your heavy. They paused. I don't know why. But that was literally a held push if our med just sat back. Skis. Skis. Whatever. Because they just bomb the point because they have some cap time. Just like I tried to do in that one round previously and found no one. They find a medic standing there, which is great for them. Why did it take until 2020 to figure out katana building? Yeah, it's not that popular. I don't know why. Alright, there. Laz finally gets denied. But he does... Okay, he jumps in anyway. Wow, that was our best mid yet. Because Skis didn't even take damage. I kind of want to rewatch that one at some point. That's the mid we need to do from now on. I gotta pay attention here. Because that was clean. Alright, so now the score is 3-2. 3-2. Oh, I actually jumped in this spot. And I thought they saw me, but they didn't. I should have stayed here. I should have just committed to it. Who knows? I might have been able to find someone peeking, like the demo. Could have been good. Or the sniper, when they run a sniper. But I actually don't know. Are there shadows here? Does anyone know? Does a shadow appear through this wall if you're standing on this barrel? I am really curious. That was another right passive mid? Yeah. I would say so. But one of the big differences is that Eric actually pressured this lane. And because he did that, Laz was unable to jump clean because he ate a scatter shot that prevented him from getting much momentum from his jump. So that was step one. Okay, Yite ran in through Z and he goes behind. This is also a pretty big play from him. So he actually fights Eric on mid here. I figured Eric would be like destroying him. So I bombed in and I'm like, okay, he's going to be one shot. But then he's like 100 health still. And I'm like, what? I thought he would have 50 health or less. So I jump in to shoot a rocket at him just to like clean him up. But then he kills me and then he kills Eric as well. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What is going on? But then they peek and they get punished. So Yite's play is in vain. How sad. I guess we're going for the exchange here. We have a lot of people standing right here. So that rocket forces us to flash a lot of people. I think that was maybe... I don't know. We kind of were half and half. We either should be instantaneous and not hesitate. Just like pop into them. Or we should wait till everyone's there and then start dry pushing. But if we like start dry pushing and half our team isn't there, they're going to be coming in and not quite be ready for the push, you know? So, yeah. That was what went wrong there. So, damn, we throw somehow. We're going to throw in a massive way somehow. We've seen a lot of this situation already, so I might fast forward again. Well, I guess we don't have snipers yet, so we'll see. But they got the same exact sentry gun. Oh yeah, Ash was spamming us from up here. I didn't realize this was an angle, so I thought Ash was standing right here. So I actually called for one of our scouts to push shutter because I thought Ash was like standing here and he could get shot in the back without being exposed to the sentry, you know? But I was actually incorrect. He was on this crate. So that ended up being a wrong call. So we really just stuck because of the sentry gun. I ended up baiting this guy forward. He kills me, but then he doesn't get punished. I was pretty annoyed by that. Then Yite just commits. Then Skis is there as well. So we get forced. We can't do anything. We get 2 picks. I mean, that's pretty good. Sentry's gone now. So leapfrog situation. Maybe go for a back cap. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world to like give up your Uber, because at least then you break the stalemate, you know, because then they're gonna push, because you at least get some opportunities to make something happen. Here's Eric positioned over here potentially for that. I'm pretty sure I got the call. Combo was right lobby. They're just gonna pop in through bats. Oh, this ends up being really bad. I jump into a really weird spot. Yite ends up over here. I get shot in the back. So I end up kind of dying when I could have done more. But my team does well to survive. We get 4-4. We call to retreat. We rotate. They don't even get the cap. So we should, like, how do we not win this? Seriously. Don't tell me we push into a pyro or something. They don't. Oh, yep. Here he is. There's a pyro. So what I'm trying to do right now is spot the pyro. I finally spot the pyro. Like, definitively. So we Uber in lower. Slemnish goes left. Habib goes right. That is really bad. They need to go the same side. Habib actually catches a pipe across the map too. So neither of them gets anything. They got in relatively clean, but they just needed to go the same side there. Either side would have been fine. You know, they come left, they would at least get that kill before that guy gets in the spawn. They come right, they clear out the sentry, maybe find a straggler, let our team come in behind them. So splitting up there is really bad. There needs to be a very clear call on what side they're going. So now there's 4 minutes left and we just had a botched push. They Uber into mid and Skis gets caught in kitchen. Okay, he gets out. Whew, that was dangerous. Oh, it's another Yite fucking frag video. This is... I think Yite played well. He had a lot of these sorts of plays where he just like... He commits when you don't think they're going to commit anymore. And he's like the last man standing and he just like kills 3 people in a row. So now they're back in this match. There's 3 minutes on the clock. How does this happen? It's very similar to what happened on Process. It's almost choke territory. So we're at disad now. It's like we don't want to lose the round and go to overtime like off of throwing on a second hold. So we pretty much just concede. Like we have a sniper, but we don't want to risk even like sacking for a force, anything like that. Thankfully they tend to just pop through and our spam disrupts their Uber really well here. So at this point I'm pretty sure I just call the turtle the rest of the time. Like 3 minutes is doable. We can turtle on last. I'd say 90% of this match was already played on a last point, like either ours or theirs. So a last turtle is winnable. So that's what we're committing to. We're already in the lead, so if we hold for 2 more minutes, we'll be just fine. So I'm playing aggressive spotting left, Blaze is spotting lower. What I'm trying to do again is just trying to slow them down as much as possible with like spam and lobby, because they want like ideal perfect buffs so they can make something happen into last. And if I just kill this guy's buff and he has 170 health, he doesn't want to do anything. And when every second matters, that spam is like really valuable. Like look at these guys just standing here looking for a buff. I probably should have rotated to there. Oh, that was actually really good. Alex took a sticky trap. Habib called. He was like 10 health and drop down, so I just spammed his exit and got that kill. Now their demo's dead. There's a minute left on the clock. Like, they have very little room to work with here because we're not letting them just go for a clean exchange or a clean sack wave. Honestly, we should probably do this kind of stuff all the time, you know? There's no harm in it. They actually go lower. They Uber in. They destroy the sentry gun. Skis pops. Scout gets caught in. Now there's 1 minute left on the clock. No Ubers in play. So they basically have to dry push. They're down a scout, so they won't initiate the push for a little bit. So I'm still just spamming away here at the shutter, but they end up getting through. That scout takes a fat rocket. How do they end up getting in? That's what I'm curious about, because this actually comes like right down to the wire. I get spammed a bit by stickies. I think someone gets in drop down maybe. Nope, I deny the guy drop down. He commits anyway. Then the demo comes in. 3 of them come in drop down. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Like, if I look at this situation, just paused right here, we just lost. What the fuck just happened? It was over in a fucking instant. But we just lost. There's 15 seconds. They're 4 up. We're 3 up. Our med has 10 health. They have 2 scouts. Like, we just lost. And I was fucking upset. Because we would have to go to overtime, right? But Habib, 2 pipes brand slam. Seen that before. Laz gets called as 8 HP. He gets cleaned up. Habib somehow survived. How the fuck? They had 95% as well. What the fuck? How is that even possible? Habib and Slem clutching it out. Slem wins his first ever invite season in that clutch. But I want to see what we could have done differently to hold the dry push. This is almost certainly going to crash my game. 126,000 ticks. Can you handle that source engine? All right. Oh, this is too late. Oh no, this is okay. 28 seconds. They really push with fucking 28 seconds. All right. So, let's see what happens here. I think either our heavy or Slemnish needs to be shooting the people drop down. Oh, Habib had a trap on the right, but they get through it clean. That's bad. So he's retrapping right. So Habib is kind of alone on the right. So he's not spamming the left at all. Our heavy kills Ash. Where's Slem? Slem's also shooting Ash. So yeah, Slem is kind of unaware of this demo. Now he notices. Oh, he's 10 health. Jesus. Oh my god. Reset bind. Go! Oh, thank God for the reset bind. Holy shit. Wow. So we get this. When it mattered most, Yite didn't get the 3K. Thank God. But yeah, also Habib let that guy in through right. But then he clutches it in the end, so I guess you can forgive. It's hard to forgive such a mistake, but in this case, I think we can. I just want to watch it one more time from the right side. Just that first instant, how Laz gets in. What? Actually, I think he's saying point. I remember that. All right. All right, Habib. Laz. He just walked in. He just walked in. Okay. Interesting. If Laz dies there, then Habib could have rotated spam to Shutter. The fact that we have 0 demo spam over here is also pretty rough. Yate just holds W through lower. Jesus Christ, these people are so weak. That's insane. Scout gets through Shutter. Yeah. Alright, we've seen this enough. Alright, GG. And there it is. That's the moment where a champion was crowned. So overall, you know, it ends up being a pretty close grand final. A good one, though. I enjoyed it. Lots of slow rounds, though. We could have done a lot better on some mids. Skis got caught in a lot of obvious situations. But overall, I think we did okay. We did enough to win, and that's what matters, right? Next season will be even better. So, hope you guys enjoyed that review. Hope you learned something or were entertained. I look forward to doing another review of another Grand Finals victory in the future, hopefully.